I can't even lay down and take a nap, baby. So I called myself trying to get some rest, trying to kick back, and good old Vladimir decided to shake the table. Welcome to Allegedly Sundays, where all things said are for entertainment purposes and are alleged. Allegedly. Mm-mm-mm. Y'all, can somebody let me know if these can be converted into JPay? Mm-hmm. Because goodness gracious. So we got Vlad out here telling and untelling, and apparently it was supposed to be, him being facetious. It was a joke, allegedly. And then we got the Danza project. And there's people in his comments that were extremely mad, was like, you just saying stuff to not say stuff. Excuse me, y'all, because I just ate before I got on here. And it showed me how many people don't understand context clues, because you're saying that he's saying stuff and not saying stuff. But did y'all pay attention to the fact that that man said he got apprehended? Who has the power and the authority to apprehend him? See, folks just want you to just spill all the beans, tell everything, but they sure ain't gonna come and stand outside your house with a pistol and keep you safe. They ain't gonna secure a damn thing, but they want you to tell stuff for entertainment purposes. Mm. Thank you, everybody who's here with me. I have people in my inbox who's like, oh my God, we need an emergency live. I'm like, I just want to rest today. But since the devil and his minions never rest, I guess I got to get up and come out here and see what's going on outside, y'all. So I'm going to give y'all, and this is in my opinion, I haven't tapped in yet. I'm going to give y'all my opinion. And we're going to tap in and see if my opinion is anywhere close to what's actually going on. Now, in my hood opinion, okay, this is my hood opinion. I believe that Vlad wants the Nikki treatment, but he don't want to be called a snitch. So what does he do? He shakes the table. He says something that would cause a certain group to look in his direction. Hopefully somebody will come in a suit and come knock on his door. And if what he says pans out, then he didn't ask them for anything. They came to him, and then he gets protection. B Frost, I ain't seen you in here in 73 Sundays. You don't even love me no more. But that's in my opinion. Okay. Like I said, I haven't tapped in yet. But in my hood opinion, a man who interviews people who seem to swiftly go to jail after he interviews them, I would think he knows how this works. I would think he knows how this works. And baby Alex B, ah, you say you on your way over. After Valentine's Day, who was you with yesterday? Mm-hmm. Don't come over here to see me with crumbs after you done already spreaded your love around. What'd you say? You said it's truck in New Jersey. I've been saving it all for you. Yeah, okay. Seem how you just tend to pop up after I done took care of all the bills and been the lady and the man of the house and after Valentine's Day. I don't know what you got left out of what's saved. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for the compliments on my makeup. So, y'all, what are you saying to me? Oh, you got the bill money and the chill money? Okay. We'll see. We'll see. Coming after Valentine's Day. I'm not even reading that out loud. let me pull some cards, damn it. Ooh, let me see. What deck am I gonna use for old Vlad? Oh my God. Okay. You know what, Vlad? We're gonna use the Miss Cleo deck for you. Let's see, let's see, let's see. Let's see what Miss Cleo got to say about Vlad, y'all. Cause baby, listen. Like I said, I don't know if I'm right, but in my hood opinion, I feel like I know a whistle being blown when I hear one. So let's see. Vladimir, was this a joke? Were you just being facetious? Oh yeah. And at the end of that damn couple of paragraphs that you typed up, you claimed that Rock Nation paid Trump to make sure Tory didn't get out. Now, anyone that knows the system knows that Tory's case is a state case. The president cannot get you out, waive your conviction, any of that when you have a state case. That's on the governor. Shout out to Alex B for correcting that. Let me, what the hell you just say to me? Do my work, I can handle you later. Mm, yeah, okay. In my mind, I feel like that was the real dog whistle because he knew if he mentioned anything about the RNC or Trump, the RNC or Trump, he knew Trump's people were going to come out the woodwork. And right as rain, Alex B pulled up and whacked him just like he did Zach Campbell, just like he did Cardi and several others. Now, he took down, from what I heard, he took down his tweet. But I knew that this was something that I needed to hold on to. Hold on. So before I get to pulling, let me read y'all what Alex B said. Hold on. He said, I'm not sure about the, wait a minute. Said, I'm not sure about the other allegations in this, but I can confidently state the part about Trump backslash Tory Lanez is false. Tory Lanez is locked up on state charges, not federal. Trump can't even pardon him. Newsom is the only one who can, but he obviously won't. That's what Alex B said. Now, I want y'all to know something. Be it that Vlad is in California, he may not have wanted to say Newsom's name because it could have been like calling on the boogeyman. So, what's the next best thing to do? Call on Trump. That's in my opinion. Now, we're going to get off into that as well. Show me the energy around Vlad. Vladimir, what's going on with you? Were you joking? Were you being facetious? Or was there some truth to what was being said? Lord have mercy. Gruesome Newsom. Mm. So first card out we have is the Heartbreak card, the Three of Swords, Eight of Staffs. So this going out really, really stirred the table. It shook the table. Heartbreak. Explain the Heartbreak card. Wheel of Fortune, High Priestess. Now he said that he had pressure on him to support Megan. Okay. He claimed he had pressure on him to support Megan. Was he possibly given something that helped to elevate his financial status to support Megan? Because I'm asking about what brought the heartbreak. So this feels like all money ain't good money, all opportunities aren't good opportunities. Mm. Nine of Pentacles, okay, so you got the Nine of Coins, Six of Coins, which is the independent person or independent lady who possibly may be receiving funding or gifts of some kind under the table, allegedly, attached to a betrayal, a major betrayal. Mm. Okay, Vlad. I'm seeing less and less energy around you joking and being facetious. The hangman stuck, not knowing how to move forward. What you say you trying to call on me? Email me at angelkissestheoracle at gmail.com. I answer my emails. So if we look at the bottom of the deck, we got somebody who's stuck in a situation, may have possibly made a deal with the devil, because you got the devil here at the bottom of the deck, not knowing how to move forward from something that could be considered as toxic, chaotic, um, very dark, maleficent, allegedly. Because you know, this is allegedly Sundays, where all things we say are for entertainment purposes only. So we don't know if he made a deal with the devil or not, but according to the cards, it feels like he made a deal that backfired on him that he can't get out of, and somebody got his their foot on his neck and his face to the fire. Yeah, Four of Wands. Okay, so Four of Wands talks about engagement. Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups talks about, considering your options and also confusion. Now, why would you be considering your options with what you engaged in? Hmm. Oh, baby. This is full exposure to bring something to a closing, knowing that something is about to come to an end with court. Oh, come on now. Come on now. This feels like you know something is about to come out in court. Full exposure is coming. And it's going to end all of this anyway. So I feel like you trying to get ahead of this before Tory goes back to court. Hmm. Hmm. Baby. Uh-oh. What's hiding? King of Cups, Two of Coins. So this is telling me that somebody juggled. This is Vlad. Vlad juggled with if he should remain quiet because the King of Cups is being very, very deep in your emotions and your feelings about certain things and not saying anything, but you're drowning in emotion. And this is juggling to stay quiet, to remain quiet no matter how you feel about a situation because it's going to affect your generational wealth. So wait a minute. If they go down, you can go down too. And you are trying to save yourself, allegedly. Huh. Okay. The truth is coming out about some high secret things that were never supposed to be discussed. Hey, Cass. Ooh, sugar now. These things were never supposed to be exposed, but the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth is coming out. So, what this feels like is the retraction is the fraud. And the only thing that he may have gotten 100% completely wrong was the name at the end of that statement that he made. So, if we take Trump's name and swap it out for Newsom, he may have just inadvertently got the RNC to tell us who actually got paid to keep Tory in there, allegedly. So you mean to tell me gruesome Newsom may have taken a payment? Newsom, when your name gonna stop popping up and shit? When you gonna stop getting embarrassed? I'm just asking for me. Because I'm telling you, it looked like you're going to need these. But if you keep catching all these alleged cases that could be coming to you, you won't be able to apply for these. Ooh, have mercy. Let's go off into gruesome Newsome. Newski. Bubba Newski. What's going on with your Newski? Whoa! What's going on with your Newski? Newski, did they pay you to do something maleficent? Did they pay you to do something maleficent? Is this why Vlad is afraid? Because he like, oh my God, they gonna come and get me next. I don't want to admit Nikki was right. But hey, can y'all help me? I'm a damsel in distress a little bit, allegedly. Woo! And this is all on Henny's birthday. Gots to be more careful. I told y'all this gonna be her last happy birthday. Didn't I? You've been around for a while. I told you. All of this rolling out her birthday weekend. Let's look at Newski. What's going on with Newski? Mm-hmm. Did they pay you? Did anybody pay you? Is this fraudulent? Is this fraudulent? Okay. Let's go. Oh, he running like Dr. Little. Hold on. Oh, where my tarot people at? I would have ran too. Where my tarot people at? Get down in the chat and tell me what you get out of this. Ooh, you can run, but you can't hide. Mm. Excuse me, trying to affect my throat chakra, damn it. Said looks like the threat of bodily harm. Mm-hmm. Now my question was, did he get paid to keep Tori in there? King of Swords represents not just a truth teller, but a judicial leader, a lawyer, a head of state, somebody who works in government, high level government. Ten of Swords, the ultimate betrayal, a betrayal you can't come back from. Bitch. Oh, Vlad. The Snitch Olympics is underway. I told y'all February was going to do his thing. And look at what's already on the table that led out. The Three of Swords, the public official, King of Swords, the Ten of Swords. Ooh, baby. Newsom, how many charges you gonna end up with? I'm just asking for me. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes. I'm just asking for me. Just a question, hypothetically. How many? I mean, you gonna have Ricos for every day of the week. Every time you change your suit, it's gonna be a Rico that goes along with your suit. They're gonna become like accessories. Cufflinks, necktie, hanky. Oh, Rico. Mm-hmm. Y'all, look at this. Tarot people. Look at what was already on the table. The Wheel of Fortune, the Eight of Pentacles. We're all in Newsom's energy. Windfall of money, something that could possibly be perpetual, allegedly attached to work. Eight of Pentacles. And no wonder you went to that fanatics party with no damn security and then wanted people to take the video down. You were at home. Those were your cousins over there. Things moving very swiftly, aggressively. Somebody better put up a note for Vlad saying, I am not going to unalive myself. Whoo! Mercy, mercy. Hold on, y'all. Doggone it. Oh well, can't find them. Okay, so Hangman leads to the Five of Wands. Now, this is definitely what feels like a physical threat of violence from somebody that you thought it was nothing but love between y'all. Now, who could have possibly made Vladimir feel uncomfortable? Who could have done it? Because this feels like he feels stuck, trapped in a situation, not knowing how to get out of it, what to do. And the only thing left to do is blow the whistle. But I don't think this what E40 meant. Knight of Staffs. So this feels like it was intermittent how they dealt with him, because you got the Four of Staffs here, which is like the Four of Wands, and then the Knight of Staffs. They dealt with him off and on, but it feels like it was profitable every time, it was time for advertisement. So that might have been how it was, like the marketing budget. It was whatever was given to him may have been hit in the marketing budget. Let's see. Said, remember you said Tory news was coming, my God. Yes. Yes, I said keep your eyes peeled and your ears open between now and March. February is going to be major. And I've also been telling y'all that Tori always gets assistance from the universe during retrogrades, Mercury retrograde to be exact. We are in the shadow period of Mercury retrograde. It is in full effect, I want to say, starting on February the 26th. So expect all types of assistance for Tory all the way up until he goes back to court, because this is all retrograde energy, and the retrogrades love Tory. Every single time they hold him back and they block him from moving forward, if it happens in a retrograde, it's like God's grace. He's the only person I have ever seen to always be blessed by a retrograde. Only one. Every single retrograde is a good look for Tori. Let's see. King of Staffs, Ten of Wands. Oh yeah, you don't put Jay on his back with this one. He's spinning around like a turtle on his shell. Because you got, here it is, the King of Staffs, which is the King of Wands, the Ten of Wands. So we could say that, all these heavy burdens that were placed upon Tori now are going to be exposed and this cycle is going to be over. But we also can say that heavy burdens are coming for Jay once everything is exposed and the cycle comes to an end. And it feels like there's a paper trail here attached to, folks working together. There's some kind of proof here. And new ski, if they got proof that your ass been paid somehow, some way, that marketing budget that covers Vlad ain't gonna cover your ass. He said Clay about to be sad. Clay ought to be running shit. I only been telling him to escape for the last 6 months. Oh, judgment. It's the curtain call. It's the curtain call. Gabriel is blowing his horn. Y'all manifested God's judgment. It was a trap door. Oh, thank you. Said blessings to you. We appreciate you. I appreciate you more. Thank you, God. Everybody who is a blessing to me in any type of way, give it back to them tenfold. Whether you like, whether you subscribe, you give me a super chat, however you are a blessing to me, I ask that God bless you back tenfold. Tell me about this high priestess over here, cause ooh, sugar now. Ha! Ha ha! Ha ha! Boom! Death. The tower. Oh, that's finality wrapped up in a bow, honey. Something has to end for something to begin. And what's gonna begin? It's over. foundation knocked from up under you, completely knocked from up under you for all the things that you did in secret that were never supposed to get out. Also, whoever you work with in the spiritual realm, okay? Whoever you work with in the spiritual realm, they will be punished. If you work with a witch, if you work with a warlock, you work with a baba, you got a mamba, you name it, baby, whatever they call them, they've been charged in spiritual court and they are about to lose everything too. Anybody that helped in secret to manipulate this whole situation, look at you. It's a wrap. And we're in Newski's energy. Didn't I tell y'all MAGA was going to move like the hand of God? So, I mean, I ain't mad at you, Vlad. You snitched without snitching, allegedly. You just said that it was for entertainment purposes only and that it was a joke, allegedly. Very, very sly, very cunning of you. The driest snitching of all. Oh, have mercy. So I'll show you how to get them up off of you. Mm, Twitter fingers. Send. Oh, look at me. Whole fake physic, allegedly. Oh my God. Ooh, baby. Newsom, they coming for you. They're about to lay you to rest. See, Cass, where you at? Because I know you still listening. When we did that panel, when Tori didn't get out the last time, we told y'all more people were going to go down because God said, set my person free. Okay, so you remember, we told them the longer they keep Tory in there, the worse this downfall was going to be. The more people were going to go down. People were going to start snitching on everybody. It was going to be a catastrophe. When you see how many hands are in this pot, how far this spider web reaches, you were going to know it was nothing but God that did this. See, I got to say for entertainment purposes only, allegedly. Uh-huh, you said yes. The longer they wait, the more will fall. We said that. Now, for entertainment purposes only. And see, this is where I don't need no cards because I'm a seer outside of these cards. So y'all take note. Newsom, you're on the countdown. The sands of the hourglass are moving faster and faster and faster for you. Tory's case is going to cause an investigation that's not only going to bring in the feds, it's going to bring in Homeland Security. You're already being looked at for fraud. You're going to be the first governor in the history of the United States of America that is going to be taken down like a war criminal. Because what you didn't understand was when you made that deal with the devil, you didn't just seal your fate, you sealed the fate of every hand that shakes yours in agreement against the anointed. We're about to see everybody that is ever transferred a maleficent deed through you go down through you. Pebble Nation is literally going to be beat to dust from karma, allegedly for entertainment purposes only. See, the president already don't like you. The way that he talked to you at that financial summit, baby, you should have known that your chances is shorter than ants on their knees. I mean, the fact that he called you out and said that you are a cockhold who likes to watch your wife get handled while you sit on your little seat. And he said that to you in front of world leaders. Wipe the smile right off your little smug ass face. You should have signed that paper. You should have let him go. See, I saw that there was a mole in the government that made sure that Tory didn't get out because they contacted those judges. And if that happened to have been you, do you realize what that's going to look like? Because now that forces the president's hand, because that is federal. See, he ain't got to get Tory out. He can come for you. And when he comes for you, everything you touched will be loosed. See how God don't have to go straight to the problem? He can come all the way down on top of the problem and destroy it from his throne all the way down. Never thought in a million years that your dumb ass was going to get caught in all this stuff, but you just keep getting caught. I mean, this is got to be the goofiest situation I've ever seen. You know how many things they're going to be looking into to see if your hand was in bed with Pebble Nation with Nikki, if your hand was in bed with Tori, your hand is over there with fraud with possible transportation and the wildfires. Like, I mean, are you gonna get out of prison 5 lifetimes from now? I'm just asking. Because it seems like you're gonna die and go to prison in the afterworld, come back and wake up born in prison. Your first day, you're gonna be born through an inmate. You're just an embarrassment with pretty hair. They gonna love that cute hair in lockup. I hope you don't really grow it out where you can do one of these like me. You just don't do that. Don't grow it out like that. Oh my God, you'll have them going crazy. Maybe grabbing you by the back of your hair, like, come here, little bitch. Oh my God. You might want to just possibly allegedly leave the country. Hmm. So I don't know how many people gonna be escorted out from work, from your office, but you ain't gonna be able to do this too long, okay? Because your gravy train is being put to rest. It's literally damn near convalescing at this point. Lord have mercy. Y'all was over there celebrating and everything. You should have walked away, ate a cups. But because you didn't, everything you have ever touched is literally going to dry up and just be done. Pay attention, y'all. R and C is red. D and C is blue. This is Trump. He will bow down before the Republican regime. Baby. Oh, this is worse than kissing the ring, baby. You gonna have to literally bow down and eat dirt. Because it looks like they got some kind of trail here with your finances. Now, Vlad, are you already working for these folks and you put this out on purpose? Or did you do this to be flagged by these folks so that you could save yourself? Let's find out. Mm-hmm. I thought so. I thought so. Three of Cups. Three of Cups, because his job is a vlogger. So here it is. This is talking about commentary. So Hangman fighting on how to move forward to do his commentary. Also, this is talking about several vlogs or vloggers may have been threatened with violence. Um, Trying to figure out how to move forward, trying to hurry up and get out of this situation. And trying to get out of it, making sure that you protect your generational wealth so that you can have balance through a new beginning. Seven of Wands. Allegedly, allegedly, allegedly. This is your way of standing up. Fighting. I don't know how to fight back, but I'm going to stand up. Oh-wee. I see an Emilio in the chat. I know it ain't the Emilio I think it is, but hey, boo, hey. Oh my God. The Hierophant and the Wounded Warrior and the Six of Staffs. Y'all, if you pay attention to how things work with Tory, okay? Tory was supposed to go before the court. He got hurt. He was the Wounded Warrior. He was supposed to have already been out. You said hi from France? Hi, baby. How are you? He was supposed to already have been out. But it was like that came and that went. Oh, Lord, I told y'all the lawyer's gonna need lawyers. It look like the judge is gonna need lawyers too. Allegedly. Yes, baby, the truth. Everybody shook. It feels like this was the truth. Nine of Swords, high anxiety, worried about how to move forward, how they're going to escape this, how they're going to get out of this situation. Attached to who? The hot girl of the tarot deck, the Queen of Wands. Because the truth is coming out. This is the truth right here. It's on the table. And this is falling under the 10 of staffs attached to the 9 of staffs, the world and the sun. That's full exposure that's coming. That's going to close this whole chapter with Tory. And all his hardship is happening because they're trying to buck back before the truth comes out. And everybody has anxiety because they never thought in a million years that this day would come. Attached to the hottest. Page of Swords. Yeah, this is everything unfolding for the whole world to see. Also, y'all, I don't care what they say. There is some footage somewhere, some surveillance, something. And I feel like Vladimir may have seen it as well. Because people behind the scenes done seen some stuff. They just can't say nothing. Yeah, they know things are being manipulated. And don't be surprised if somebody tries to put out an AI video so that we don't look for a video and they be like, oh, that's fake. That's the video y'all was talking about. No, it's not the video they were talking about. These people are desperate enough to put out an AI video, some type of altered video, so nobody wants to see the actual footage. But there's actual footage. Mm-hmm. Seven of Swords. What I say? Look, look. High Priestess, the Tower, Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords is the back door card, the Maleficent card, the card of being slick and underhanded, the overlay for the underplay that leads to a tower attached to secret things that were never, ever, ever supposed to get out. Y'all, Tori wasn't supposed to make it this far. They thought he would die. Just put it out there. They thought he would die. He wasn't going to make it out in 10 years according to their plan. They had no idea God had a whole nother plan. He is Daniel in the lion's den. See, none of those gang members were ever going to touch Tori. Tori's too loved. Even if you a hater, Tori has an energy about him to where you can't even hate the way you want to hate. They were scared. He was building an army in there. It was too many people felt like they owed him favors. He helping people get their freedom, whether he gets his or not. What? They not gonna kill him. They gonna get you to protect him. He helping people in ways that lawyers and family could never help them. Now you ain't gonna touch him. You ain't gonna touch him. That's the homie. He ain't gotta be on set. I told y'all from the jump that wasn't gangland. Gangland didn't touch Tory, but gangland gonna make sure they touch who did touch him. Y'all got to think about it. How did that fool get to TMZ? Now we see that TMZ is in those files, right? And what did they say about TMZ in those files? That we have someone that is a media outlet that will help us in the media. So now, how many people do, or let me say this, not even people, how many entities, how many companies does TMZ help versus actually reporting stories? Because you got to ask yourself, how did that man get on TMZ and tell them silly ass lies after what he did to Tory? Why would they even need to talk to him? Who said you need to talk to a pedophile who took a 13-year-old girl's life that he was already taken advantage of, who had a life sentence? He's a degenerate. He's a throwaway. He's a chomo. Why would TMZ need to speak to a chomo? And then they want you to think that this chomo was respected as a gang member. Mexicans ain't about to mess with him like that. He ain't had no covering with the Mexican community. Mm-mm. He was a lone wolf. Now, word on the curb is, I don't know how true this is, but they said that man was transferred into this facility. So who transferred this degenerate from point A to point B, and then he ends up coming for Tory? Because we need to know who did that transfer paperwork. Because, in my opinion, that man was transferred in to do that job. And because he was already a throwaway, he like a burner phone. He could go ahead and do whatever they needed him to do, and then they could let gangland destroy him, and he wasn't gonna make it out either. Ain't no telling what they promised his dumb ass. They probably told him they'll reduce his sentence and let him go back out and play with little girls again. We'll throw a couple dollars to your family, you know. We'll work with trying to reduce your sentence. Told him what he wanted to hear. Said Newsom signed that transfer. We need to see if he did. We need to see if he did. I promise you, we need to see if his office was responsible for that. Non-transfers ain't easy to come by. He just pop up with a transfer as one of the highest, most volatile inmates that they had where he was at. Can't get along with nobody. He's a lifer. Why would you transfer him? He could have rotted wherever he was at. Y'all know why I feel they did it? Because no one on that facility was going to touch him. No one in that facility was going to do anything more than just a hand-to-hand scuffle. That was it. And even with that, they would have respected Tory for getting in the paint. That was as far as anything would have went. Now, do I think that multiple people may have been given the offer? Absolutely. But they needed somebody that was so worthless that nobody would care if something happened to them afterwards. And then you can go and get the other people to do that cleanup on aisle 6. If something happens to him in the shower, something happens to him, out while he exercising or something, he just happens to get poked up himself, it could just be chalked up to gang violence. And nobody would ever ask any questions. They would have just believed the narrative. It was just gang violence that got Tory. It was gang violence that got the Chomo. That's right, two birds with one stone. And once you take care of them two birds with one stone, you automatically clear the hands of whoever possibly put this into motion. Never goes back to them. But little did they know, God made sure that it didn't work. So it all goes back to them. And now we see what? The dirt on y'all hands. Y'all, when Tori did that interview, I sat there and I watched, and I'm just thinking to myself, how the hell do you go to prison and end up with even better skin? That man's skin was flawless. He was glowing. It was crazy. I ain't never seen nobody go to prison and get better skin. Like, you went to prison and got handsomer, like your hairline looked like it filled in. Y'all saw that picture when he got processed. I ain't the only one seen that hair was rough. He looked good on the news. I'm telling you, you would almost not realize he was in prison. That mean they in there taking good damn care of Tory. The prison barber hooking him up. They probably, done snuck in some fibers and hit him with hit him with that damn highlighter across the edges and took, put the little cardboard and line him up. They taking good damn care of him. He looked just as good as Luigi when he got on that camera. Luigi went to court looking like he was on his way to go take some damn modeling pictures. You could tell when they take care of you in there. Think I'm joking. whoever that barber was, they got a screenshot of Tori was like, man, that's my work right there. That's my work right there. Look, his hairline ain't never been that crispy. Just imagine. They get out of prison, they get open a barber shop. It's like, dude, that was you had Tori looking like that? Hell yeah, you could cut my hair. Yeah, but I'm spilling. Oh. 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 Tori better have him cut his hair when he get home. I'm telling you, that's a lifelong barber. That barber, man, I was like, damn, Tori looked 5 years younger. It was amazing. Went through hell and back and just looked glamorous in prison. Only a Leo could do that. Just I'm telling you, I listened to Todd Chrisley's story the other day about when he went to prison and he wanted to know when they'd show up to get the dry cleaning. Oh, oh man. Oh my God. Y'all. I honest to God, I watched that. I watched that interview a couple times. I said, is it a filter? Is the news doing that? Damn, his skin look good. I wonder what is he using? Umbrellas. I know y'all right, Tori. Can one of y'all ask Tori what is his skin regimen and kind of like slide it into my DMs? Cause I mean, if your skin can look good in prison, it can look good anywhere. Cause that's the hardest water on earth. So whichever one of y'all asks, tell him Angel want to know what is his skin regimen. I mean, is it like the tears of baby Jesus? Like what is happening here? Like are the angels just coming over and he's getting angelic facials? Like what is that just the grace of God? What is happening? Thank you. So for personal readings, please email me at angelkissestheoracle@gmail.com. A 30-minute reading is $44. An hour is 88. An ancestral reading is 111. A criminal aid reading is 250. That's the only reading I have. That's a 3-hour block. And like, subscribe, and hype me up. Cause y'all know I ain't lying. How the hell you go to prison and start looking better? It's like that didn't work for Blueface. Like Blueface went to prison. He started looking like a horror movie, and then they start scribbling on him. And now Stunner Girl done broke his little heart. I don't know what he expected from that little situation ship. But when she said, I'm a hoe, what y'all expect, I almost slid off my couch. Cause I said, she right. She was like, y'all got she said, y'all got expectations that I can't even reach. I said, where is the lie told? She ain't lied yet. She's showing the hell haven't. Mm-hmm. Lord have mercy. I have babbled enough. Let me get back into work. Oh Lord. I might tap into them and do a reading, just for shits and giggles to get some content out. But y'all, if I laugh through half that reading, don't judge me, just laugh with me, okay? Because I couldn't understand how he was really, really sounding sad. Like, boy, she is the female version of you. What are you talking about? You found a you that did a you on you. All I want to know is, have either one of you been to the clinic? That's it. All righty. Newski. 6 of Cups. Oh, shit. 6 of Cups, Page of Coins. With the star at the bottom of the deck. 6 of Cups talks about your past. Now, look at how this person is trying to escape their past. They're trying to run away from their past before this sun comes up and exposes them. Okay. Page of Coins represents things that have to do with work or new opportunities, attached to who? The star in Aquarius. Damn, Annabelle, you just keep bringing the House of Cards crumbling down, don't you? Now y'all see why I call her Annabelle. Should have kept her in that damn case. 5 of Pentacles and the Empress. 5 of Pentacles talks about, being ostracized, ostracizing someone, or becoming penniless. And I'm going to go with this as becoming penniless due to something that you help to bring into fruition, situations that you have birthed, that you have created. This is broke. And this literally falls under the Four of Swords, which is something being laid to rest. We got the Wheel of Fortune here and the 8 of Coins. That's losing your job, all of your fortune, everything that you've ever worked for coming to a rest. And then boom, 5 of Pentacles, losing it all because the you're being discovered as someone that brought something into fruition. Sucks to be you. Looks like you might need these. Yeah, 2 of Wands. This choice is going to affect everything you love, your loved ones. And it's like you keep trying to stand up and defend yourself and fight back, but look at all that you're fighting against. And this falls under the Death card. Oh my God. Like you have literally been like the wrecking ball to everybody in your life. Like you're like him and Annabelle literally are causing everybody that they are attached to lose something. This is terrible. The Magician, the Emperor, manipulating things for someone that has a higher authority. And it's like now a higher authority is getting involved, someone that is above you. Oh, Lord. When a narcissist collapse, yeah, things are about to move very, very swiftly on behalf of Tory at this point. Also, Newsom. Now, I gotta say allegedly because we don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But it looks like you're about to be accused of some very, 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 very interesting things when it comes to what you do with your tallywhacker, possibly um, things that you may do on the clock as well. So it looks like Trump wasn't far off when he talked about you in that little seat that you like to sit on. Mm-hmm. And this is going to cause high anxiety because I don't think you're in that file, but I think you're in a file that may be adjacent to it, something that may have similar activities, allegedly. Is anybody working at work? That's all I want to know. the Emperor, and the Six of Wands. And see, this is someone who is so stuck on themselves that you just knew you were going to move forward successfully. But the actual Emperor has been watching you the whole time. And in this situation, that's Trump. He's been watching you. He's literally been allowing you to just run amok, run in the walls face first. Do whatever it is you want to do. Because the more you do, the more somebody's sitting back like this. You don't even know how long you've been watched. Oh, and this is a Seven of Swords falling on top of an Ace of Pentacles. Baby, they about to go into all of the jobs that you are attached to, the boards that you sit on, the businesses that your names. I feel like that might have been a Freudian slip. So everything your name is attached to, they're going to be researching it to see what's going on. And I see him fighting, 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 like, having temper tantrums, trying to stand up for himself, but you can't fight this. Oh, you can't stop the rain when it starts to fall. Yeah, Seven of Cups. Considering your options, because it's all this confusion around how these things actually came into fruition. The Empress is giving birth to something, bringing something into existence. They're going to clear up all of the confusion about what you're attached to and where your assets come from and how you get your assets. Lord, they say the devil never sleeps. It looked like you and Chris Jenner don't either, allegedly. Seven of Wands. We're going to find out about why you're so defensive about helping this situation with this Aquarius and the offer you possibly took attached to this Aquarius that you are helping. Oh, honey, Annabelle. And it looked like Annabelle is screwed because she's also possibly allegedly out of money. So she can't pay for any favors and she's on her own, allegedly. And here you go, the lovers. But see, the lovers represents Gemini in the zodiac. So President Donald Jaquavius Trump, he let you exhaust all of your options and possibilities because he wanted to see how you scramble when the lights are on. He wanted to see who was going to message who was going to say what, and who was going to go back to whoever they need to go back to so that they can kind of like smooth out these gray areas and remove all the confusion. Baby, Trump on your ass like back pockets. He had been watching you the whole time. You had no idea how far down the rabbit hole they were already in your backyard. Now they know who orchestrated or birthed this mission, this plan, this idea with this Leo, Tory. They figured it all out. They know. And y'all, when I tell you this spider web is so huge, you're going to be shocked how many hands are in this pot of gumbo. And this is definitely a gumbo. Man. And just to think, I got all of this off of Vladimir with this I was just playing ass tweet. Ooh, you're going to jail. You're going to jail. You're going to jail. And look who else need to be concerned about going to jail. The Queen of Swords, the air sign. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. I hope you look good in jumpsuits, bitch. You and everybody that helped you. Y'all already in spiritual jail. Lord, have mercy. See, when you go against the anointed, you never know how God is going to handle you. Y'all should have let him go a long time ago. But because you didn't, look at how many more people are going down with you. Mhm. Lord, have mercy. None of y'all saw this coming. All you had to do was come over and listen to me and talk with us on Wednesday. We told y'all what was coming. You should have stopped while you were ahead. Especially you. Yeah, Queen of Cups. The lovers. This Gemini is following his intuition. His intuition told him how to catch you. See, it take a wolf to catch a wolf. And you never know. See this bird? Birds are messengers. You never know who all talks to him. His ears stay to the ground. His ears stay to the ground. It's always somebody putting him up on something. He'd be sitting up there with his phone like, huh? Hmm. Stay getting messages. His intuition led him straight to the truth. He just waited for y'all to take a leap of faith because he knew y'all were going to slip up, and boom, there you go. You're so damn toxic and obsessed. That obsession led you to taking this leap of faith, and you played yourself. So here it is. Vlad, like, y'all got me misconstrued. It's conflict in communication. I was being facetious. I was just joking. But it also looks like we're about to find out who was possibly being paid to put out conflicting narratives. Didn't I warn y'all that was coming? I want to say that kept coming up in Nikki's energy. We're going to find out who's been paying to put out conflicting narratives in the media. Yes, buddy. So let me change the deck because I'm going to go off into the Danza project. Shout out to him. The only podcast that got the interview with Kelsey. And I saw people over there tearing his ass up. Talking about you said all of this to say nothing. Or you saying that something happened and you ain't saying what happened. What I read that told me all that I needed to know is that he was apprehended. Who the hell went and snatched that man up? Who would have the authority, the gall, the gumption, the balls to go and snatch that man up? And what could they have possibly said to him to make sure that certain things weren't said on his podcast? And who the hell told him or told them rather, that Kelsey was going over there for an interview. How could they have even known that? I mean, is someone hacking Kelsey devices? Because how would they know that she was going to go do this interview? That's real brazen. The Danza project. Show me the energy around the Danza project. What actually happened? He said he was apprehended. What actually happened? Wheel of Fortune, Eight of Pentacles. So he was expecting to break the internet and make a lot of money on his podcast doing this interview. Four of Pentacles, y'all. Four of Pentacles to the Hierophant. This ain't regular police that came and apprehended him. Now, you could say either high level government or someone who was paid very, very well through someone that is considered to be a powers that be, or it can be both. Six of Wands. This is moving forward towards victory, but this tells me that what he said about he was apprehended, they wanted to make sure only certain things got out in this interview. Now, I don't know if this was after he put out his advertisements to let people know that he was going to be airing this, but it seems like he was approached by some very high level people um, on some step it lightly type energy. Yeah, y'all. I gotta say alleged, 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 and for entertainment purposes only. I asked a question and this just answered my question right here. I asked, was someone hacking her devices? Page of Cups isn't just about being sorry. Page of Cups, Page of Swords. We're talking about messages going back and forth swiftly. This could be like text messages, emails, things of that nature. I don't know if she has an iPhone, if someone has hacked her cloud, okay? If somebody has mirrored her phone allegedly, this feels like proof that someone has been in her correspondence and they have been watching her through her phone. This feels like how they knew it was going to be an interview. Ace of Coins, Two of Pentacles. Um, they wanted to shake him from even doing this interview. They may have even told him to edit certain things out, make sure certain things were not addressed. Y'all keep worrying about why Kelsey ain't said nothing. But I need y'all to understand if you were in Kelsey's situation, what the hell could you say? What could you say? Y'all, this is wow. This is when you see Eight of Swords, this isn't just about being in jail or being trapped in your head. This feels like he was held against his will. So remember, he said apprehended. If this, if no other card in the deck talks about being apprehended, this is it. So he may have been brought down to a precinct, or he may have been taken somewhere, um, to a building. Wherever he was taken against his will. This was not something that he agreed to. So apprehended feels like the absolute right language. Okay. So when people said that she did that interview, but she didn't really say much, yeah, they couldn't, because literally this is being taken against your will, against your own recognizance. Pay close attention to that tweet that he put out. He said he was apprehended. This is it. Oh, shit. Bottom of the deck, we got the truth. We've got the sun here about full exposure. The truth is coming out. Messages are going to be coming out that are going to bring balance through a new beginning. So when Tori does get free, it frees all these other people. All these people in social media, these vloggers, Milagro, Danza, hell, I guess Vlad. It frees everybody, because it's like everybody's literally stuck until this information comes out. But it looks like the information is coming out sooner than people think. Very, very aggressive with him. The Empress. And this feels like, he worked very, very hard to create, his platform. So these were people that were going to take his platform. They, yeah, they threatened him with some serious stuff. They could have even threatened to possibly, apprehend him and lock him up. Like, lock him up, lock him up. Yeah, they wanted him to walk away. Whoever this emperor was, they wanted him to completely walk away from this interview. Leave this alone. Let this go. Don't get involved. So this is telling me that instead of him walking away, he still put out the interview, but he put out a watered down version of the interview. Um, Damn. So it's like his hands were tied. It wasn't really much he could do. Uh-oh. Knight of Wands. In reverse, Six of Swords. Yeah, they let him know they were going to sit on him. They weren't going to leave him alone until he did what they wanted him to do. Because Knight of Wands is in and out. It's like they come and get at you and they go. Like this, every time you come outside, we're waiting. We're waiting. It'd be best if you just walk away from this whole situation. Six of Swords, let this situation go. The Queen of Wands, here go the hot girl of the deck. We're watching you to make sure you make the right decision when it comes to what you talk about, the communication, the messages you have coming out about the hot girl of the deck. And look at this. Who is behind this? The King of Wands, a Sagittarius. A Sagittarius. Because what? He had a lot of money on the line, businesses, reputation. Queen of Cups, Five of Cups. Excuse me, Five of Pentacles, rather. So this is like being ostracized, being, being ass out. Got to figure out what you're gonna do, whether I lose money on this or not. Damn, he had to follow his intuition because they it's like they got him by himself. Five of Pentacles is not always about being poor, it's about being, you know um separated, ostracized. So when you got Eight of Swords, which is the card of being apprehended, Queen of Cups, you got to follow your intuition because everything is against you. It's a no win for you. Five of Coins, you're by yourself. This is a situation to where nobody may have even known where he was at. Telling him he better refuse the offer. They didn't want him to even do this interview. He had to consider his options. Um, I don't know if he's had a criminal history before in the past and he turned his life around, but this feels like, y'all, they may have dug into his past to see what they can find out about him, to see what they could use against him before they even approached him. Um, Seven of Cups and the Temperance. This is like balance through a new beginning, which is going to open up options for him. So he's going to be able to tell his story when this is all said and done, which is going to give him options. But it's like he was manipulated in secret behind the scenes. So for everybody that's saying that he didn't say enough or he could have kept that comment, why did he even come out and say anything? I feel like he said the most important thing that he could say. He was apprehended, and some people got at him, and they were very, very strong opposition. You got to think, what could Kelsey have said that they were so afraid of that could come out in that interview? That they would go out of their way to make sure that he edited the way that they needed him to edit, and he didn't say nothing they didn't want him to say. I haven't listened to Act talk about Vlad yet, so I don't know what he said. I'm completely out of the loop on what Act is saying. I'm pretty sure, he's got some inside scoop because he knows several of these people personally. And he's already said that Rock Nation and got at him. So I wouldn't be surprised at all at this point. But y'all, talk about Annabelle bringing the house down. Mm, uh, what'd you say? Said I thought Danza was a big thug though. You talking? Listen, and this is what I mean by y'all be talking street shit without real knowledge. Okay? I don't care how much of a thug you are. If you have somebody roll up on you with the feds, with state police, it's what's a goon to a goblin. This ain't no street shit that rolled up on him. These are actual authorities. This is different than a street problem. The biggest goon, the biggest homie, the person who make you check in can't do nothing if they roll up on you with anywhere from 8 to 10 officers and tasers like this. Scopes on you. and saying, we need to talk to you, come with us. That ain't no street problem. I don't care how much of a thug you are, thugging ain't gonna get you out of that. Y'all gotta elevate the way you think. This ain't no regular penny ante, down to the neighborhood bar, down to the trap house problem. These are people who can erase you type problem. When people can erase you, when people can come out with paddy wagons and pick up the whole block, this ain't that. Notice he said apprehended. He ain't say you got your peoples to roll up on me. He said apprehended. Apprehended is law enforcement. Apprehended is they took you down to the precinct and possibly nobody knew you was there and they bullied you into trying to get you to do what they wanted you to do. But apparently they didn't bully him that bad because he still put out an episode. He just he modified it. And they didn't punk him too bad because they didn't get him to say nothing that they could use against him. They had to let him go, which means he got to be some type of street because he's smart enough to keep his mouth shut until they let him go because they ain't had nothing on him. They couldn't hold him but for so long. He knew to keep his mouth shut, ride it out, and eventually they had to let him walk out because what could they do? Nothing. But he got the warning. He understood that this was way bigger than just a basic conversation. And he ain't want to smoke with this level of people because this level of people could turn his whole entire family into RIP t-shirt. And nobody would know or care what happened. So this ain't your typical thug shit. Thug can't do nothing with this type of situation. You know how you handle this situation? You got to be cartel. Thug can't go against these people. You got to be cartel. And you can't just be cartel. You got to be like, I run a country or a whole city cartel. That's the type of people that can say, oh, okay, you came and got my people. I'm going to have my people come and surround the whole precinct and blow this precinct down. That's the only way you get out of that. He's not cartel. Y'all really underestimating the type of people that are attached to this. But you won't when you see who is really attached to this. So, y'all, I didn't plan on popping up today, but I'm going to go ahead and close this out because this was all I came on here to tap into anyway. I need to spiritually cleanse my home and shut down for the evening and get some rest. Everybody that is in tarot class, I will see you tomorrow night. Once again, if you'd like to book a reading with me, please email me at angelkissestheoracle@gmail.com. I will get back to you as soon as possible so that I can go ahead and book a reading with you. I love y'all. Everybody have a good night. And just know this is just the beginning, y'all. If you think you have seen something, I promise you on everything you love, you ain't seen nothing yet. It's about to get hotter than fish grease in hell on Saturday night. This is just the beginning, y'all. Many blessings to you. Everybody, be safe, be blessed. Free Tory Lanes, exonerate Tory Lanes. And until next time, bye bye, y'all.